review on what the current status is. Currently, we are on RC8, and we might have another push for another RC candidate, but we're getting extremely close to having V2 rolled out and ready to go. I am going to be doing a demo on the Couchbase Host Plugin afterwards. We're going to go over the repo organization, as well as, yes, and I already mentioned Wasm Cloud RC8. So let me first start off with doing the Couchbase plugin and share my screen. Okay, so the reason why we have a Couchbase plugin now for the host, we did have a request that came in from one of the users of Wasm Cloud, and it was really based originally on this component that was made extremely long time ago in Wasm World, aka 11 months. And this was the actual original Wasm Cloud provider Couchbase. Now with the new Wasm Cloud V2, we are taking the concept of a provider away, building it into the host as a plugin, so that way the actual capability that a component needs is just built into the host. There's a less hop, and it just makes things a lot simpler. So starting off with this provider just simply did a quick example of doing the WIT interface for the Couchbase document. To do a get, delete, and an update. And switching over to this PR, I'm just going to switch over to the preview just to make it so the markdown is way much easier to read. But this example inside Wasm Cloud for Couchbase, it does the exact same type of features that the previous provider does, but also has steps in there for how to run this locally, just to show this completely working, including starting a local Couchbase, getting the bucket set up inside Couchbase outside of Wasm Cloud, and then it goes into configuring inside the example on passing in the things that the host would need, and then just simply doing a watch dev and the curl updates. So I'm going to first walk through the actual plugin itself, and I'll make my screen a little bit bigger here, if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, so inside the Wasm Cloud wash runtime Couchbase plugin, it's very simple plugin where it just uses the Couchbase management REST API. You can pass the configuration in through environment variables inside the host itself, so that the Wasm component doesn't really need to know any type of credentialing or even the backend URL for Couchbase to connect. However, inside the example, I do have it so it does show that you can do this from the component if you want to. But if you do want to provide that abstraction for a workload not really needing to know any type of credentialing and just keep it to the host to further lock it down on the sandbox, you can definitely do that. So you can, at first you can provide the base URL, username, password, etc. You can provide the list of buckets that it can connect to. And then after the component is initialized, that's when the capability is provided as far as doing the get, the retrieve. It takes the JSON request from the body and deserializes it inside the struct before it passes. If there's any type of issue with the deserialization, it will throw an immediate error, etc. So if I go over to the example side, under Couchbase examples, first starting off with the configuration side, inside dev, this is where you could pass this in or as an environment variable on the host, but I do just have it just passing into simple administrator password. And then I even say which bucket that I do want it to connect to here. Now I could even have the bucket defined on the host itself, and then even have it so say I have like even different permissions to different buckets on different hosts. You can have that so that the component just gets scheduled to whichever one has the right access. So on the inside the example itself, it's once again it's a very simple. It just uses the HTTP incoming request or incoming handler type, and then using that, it creates the path for doing a get, just passing a simple key. It can do a post to do an upsert, and then also it does a delete as well. If the key is not found or if it's any type of error, a 400 is returned. Otherwise, it's going to be a 200. And then if there's any type of actual error where the key maybe was found, but there's actually an issue with actually even type of, deleting it or updating it, there will be a 500 type error that is returned. So just to show that, whoa, okay. So just to show that we have this running right now in Couchbase. So this one I started a little over a day ago, and it's just showing port 8091. This is step one inside the write up right here. And then so I've already went ahead and created a bucket. I just called it type just demo with a 100 megabyte size. And I already showed you, how this is configured. So now we're ready to go ahead and just run the component. So now this is the absolute latest of Wasm Cloud that I probably failed to mention, but we did move the code repository from Wasm Cloud Wash, and we merged that into Wasm Cloud. That's where the official GitHub repo was, and we went ahead and created a feature branch for the previous 1.9 version that was out there as well. So this is now a new PR that's against the new the latest repository Wasm Cloud. So I pulled that down locally, and I went ahead and compiled it since this PR is not in there with the Couchbase plugin. So now my wash binary is already updated. So just being inside the example here, I can just type wash dev. And as you can see, it is ready to go on port 8000. And I will just bring this up over here and just show a couple examples on using the bucket here. I can get my screens all happy. All right, so let's just do first, let's do uh, getting a document here. Yeah. So if you notice, it did return, and it also has the example here, like what it should find. So I did get the right example. I'll just go ahead and do an upsert here. And let's change Alice to Janet. And so it did do an update. And you can also do an expiry type of upsert, where if I want to expire this after so many seconds, you can do that as well. Well, if I could type. Right, sorry. Don't want to show that. Anyways, you get the idea. Here, I'll just copy it from here. Let's do that. Might be faster. Yeah, so this got just updated as well. 200 is fine. I should probably just done a verbose so you can see the response. And then lastly, I can do a delete as well. Okay, and I will open up to any questions.
Jeremy, what kind of testing do you need on this in order to to get this across the line? Do you have any ideas or any suggestions or calls to action here?
No, that's a good question. So I think it's ready to go. I actually this morning I was just double checking to make sure that there was nothing, any type of feature drift that was from the provider to the to this new one. Just make sure everything is all covered. But other than that, it's really just code review and just getting this merged in. I apologize on everybody's names, but OSS fellow.
Hi, Jeremy. First of all, this is very good news. Thank you. Uh, I don't have a question. Rather, I think I have a comment, which was kind of evident in your demo. This new version no longer needs basically those with bindings, right? Because we had some, let's say, query uh, data type mappings, all those sorts of things that they were expressed previously in the previous provider by with, similar to Postgres. And I think this no longer uses that, right?
So, okay, so this is a good maybe like this where Bailey or Lucas or someone can weigh in. But as far as the way this works, the bindings are pulled in, and this implements the WIT interface for the Couchbase document as well as Couchbase types. Um, so there are so the WIT still exists and is still needed. It's just that it's not implemented only by the provider.
Oh, I see. Okay, thanks.
Um, okay, let's see here. Just see if there's any other things in the chat. Okay. All right. So as I mentioned, the repo organization, I guess let me just share my screen again just to walk through this. Go away, Zoom. Gosh, I can type. All right, so this was the old repo, Wasm Cloud Wash, and as you notice, this was where 2.0 RC7 used to be. Now, just walking over to Wasm Cloud itself, um, this is the one that's been around for the longest time. That has a lot of followers, and we didn't want to disrupt the community as much as possible, so. Um, what was done is there was a release 1.9x branch that was created that has the pre 2.0 release that is out there. So now main out here under Wasm Cloud is where the latest 2.0 RC8 is now built. And like I said, there's probably going to be one more release candidate, I think, before version 2 is actually cut. But Lucas, I don't know if there's anything you want to weigh in on that.
Yeah, so what we're looking to do here for the very last for reals final .zip is that we want to get the update for Wasmtime 42. So with Wasmtime 42, we're gonna start dipping into WASI P3, and that's the part that is exciting to us here. In terms of features, we got pretty much all the features that we want to get in for V2. There is one pull request from if1 that Pavel that we want to get in, that is fuel tracking. So the ability for the host to emit metrics based on fuel consumption. This way you can tell how many CPU cycles your functions are using. And this means that between today and tomorrow, we're gonna merge all the pull requests related to features. Between the end of this week and the next week, we're just going to be testing left and right every single case that you can imagine. Also equalizing the arguments, the selection for WASI key value storage. For example, we now support Redis, NATs, and in memory. How can you use them in all together? Do you always need to pick one? So make sure that we have that clarity and also documentation updated. So it's pretty much to say release candidate 9 is the last in terms of features. If you are looking to validate what's going to be in V2, it's going to be everything that is in release candidate 9. We're not removing anything. We're not adding anything. We're just going to make sure everything that is there works. Uh, and probably by the next community meeting, we will have V2 out. So that's great.
All right, thank you, Lucas. All right, so we are going to go switch over to documentation of the week. Eric.
Yeah, so with that fresh new release candidate to test, one thing you might ask is, okay, what kind of components can I test it with? And we've got something for you here. So, oh, I do not have sharing powers, so I'm gonna send a request real quick.
Oh, come on, Bailey. You can't hit. That's on Jeremy now.
He's
That is on
he's
me.
he's the captain now.
Hang on.
I usually proactively sprinkle host. My bad, Eric.
Oh, no worries.
Wow, I'm terrible at this.
Looks like I have the power now.
Okay, I can't even figure out how to do that. Okay.
All right, so we have a templates and examples page up for the V2 docs, and this has been a bit of a gap for a minute. Even in V1 with the monorepo, we still had a little bit of sprawl for our examples across, a TypeScript repo, a Go repo, and that problem got a little bigger as we've transitioned to V2, where it hasn't been exactly clear which examples are compatible with which version. Where should we go for a kind of canonical source of examples? So we've broken everything down into a canonical source of truth on Wasm Cloud templates and examples for Wasm Cloud V2. We break down what is a template. Templates are our scaffolds for new applications that you can use to create a project and get going quickly. And examples are our complete applications demonstrating specific Wasm Cloud capabilities. So we have a breakdown here on this page of our currently available templates and examples across languages. We'll continue to update this. We give a short description saying what this does, explain the interfaces that we're using. When we have OCI references, so you can quickly spin something up on a cluster, we've got those as well. And this will continue to expand and evolve, really continuously, but especially in the lead up to the full V2 release. So I hope as you're testing things out, you'll give this page a look, try out some of these examples. If you find any issues, let us know, and hopefully this will be a useful resource.
All right, awesome. So as far as community updates, so next week in Barcelona is Wasm IO. We encourage anybody that could possibly make it to show up and say hi to Bailey and Liam. They're going to be there from our team. And then the week after, we're going to be in Amsterdam, which pretty much the whole team's going to be there. So please stop by at KubeCon EU in Amsterdam if you can't make Wasm IO. I guess last thing, just to mention, the Plumbers Summit videos are now live out on YouTube. I will drop a quick link into the chat. And it was really awesome seeing all the updates on the projects and everything going on there. And that really covers the agenda. So we'll just open this up for any other discussions people might have.
Eric, are you working on blog post for the Plumber Summit meetings? Oh, there we go. Bailey. Hey, sorry.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. That's
Yes.
not quite the blog post, but yes. So Bailey just posted in chat for anyone watching and listening. The sessions are broken out into a single video on a playlist on YouTube. You can go look for that. Don't know an easy way to share the URL. But we're also going to have a couple of blogs coming out of it, talking about the road to component model 1.0, as well as a big breakdown of a bunch of different ways of looking at JCO as a project.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if that's it, I'll just say happy once again, Wasm Wednesday, and we will catch you next time.
So,
Do
quick
we want
question.
to go ahead? Yeah, please go ahead, Frank.
The Wasm IO, is it going to be streaming live or?
I believe it will be. They had that capability last year. Let me check the site real quick. They don't call it out explicitly. However, last year they did, and it's in the same venue, same organization crew. So I would expect it to.
Okay, excellent.
I guess one quick announcement, but we'll probably have Wasm Cloud weekly community call next week. The week that we're in KubeCon EU, we might not be able to due to timing.
I like to do a brief hello from the floor.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All
Yeah,
right.
we'll do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like it.
I'm not sure if the floor is still going to be open at 7 on Wednesday, but either way, I think we'll do a quick hello from there. Anybody that's out, maybe we can all get together over by either the Wasm Cloud kiosks out on the floor. If anybody wants to join us, we can do it together. It would be fun. Or maybe over at the Cosmonic booth. I'm not sure where folks will be centered around. I think at the Wasm Cloud kiosk makes the most sense, though. Maybe if